Yo, what up you guys, MxgicIQ here, and today we're doing another build again on Japanese Driftmaster, man. Let me know if you guys liked that build setup yesterday. The starter car is absolutely amazing as well, but if you really want to tear up the streets, man, this Sylvia S13 right here, rather cheap as well, is very fun to drive. I was able to snatch all #1 spots on all the drift leaderboards for all the tracks in the early access version of the game, as I am editing this one day before the game comes out. Y'all will have already saw the 8.6 build on release day. Let me know what you guys think about that build, if it helped you get some events done, if it helped your starter car feel even better even without the extra power if you weren't all the way maxed out yet, and how it feels once it's maxed out. I'm super excited for you guys to get your hands on this one though, because this car is super aggressive, super loose, but also if you guys do see the controller overlay in the top right, as you can see by my inputs, you're able to make the car be very smooth by counter steering smoothly. That's another thing. If you guys want me to cover, I can make a whole video on how to drift smoothly in Japanese Driftmaster. If you guys are struggling with that, let me know if you guys need any assistance and I'll make that video as soon as possible. But I hope you guys are having fun, man, on this game. I truly love it, and I can't wait for multiplayer to come out at some point, hopefully with a server browser and open lobby, so we can get doors and have some fun setting up comps and things like that. So without further ado, man, all that's left to do is head into this garage, go over the setup, and see how this car is all working and put together. Alrighty guys, now we're back with some more drift builds, man. I'm super excited to get back into tuning and showcasing what I got for you guys, and hopefully helping you guys out along the way. I'm going to be tuning pretty much every car in this game for either drift or grip, so make sure you guys tune into the channel, tune into the live streams to catch the tuning in action, maybe give in some input and ask for different setups maybe that I wouldn't usually build that cater more to your drifting style. For me, I'm very aggressive, so this car is very loose and feels really easy to throw around corners, because this build I also use for controller and wheel. So this build works on both platforms. It's ambidextrous essentially in that regard, and I could probably make it tailored one way or the other, but I like to switch through the inputs. So definitely recommend this setup. I went and grabbed every single #1 leaderboard on the drift leaderboards during the early access with this build with ease, so definitely check this out, man. So first things first, we're going to max out the rev limiter there. We're also using twin turbos, not a single large turbocharger, because I want a little bit more boost down low, and this SR20 already gives us enough top end. I don't know what is up with, I don't know if they use the CA18 version or the SR version, but the top end on this is crazy. Like, it just kicks in no matter what form of forced induction I'm using. It's ridiculous. I love it. We're making only 308 horsepower. I love my grassroots drift builds. I think this is more than enough power, as you guys saw, throwing it around North Course with ease, man. 4.0 final drive. You can obviously unlock the adjustable gearbox. I chose just to keep it simple. I usually only adjust final drive in all the drift games I do, unless it's a super specific comp car for a super specific track. But hopefully when we get multiplayer, we can start talking about adjusting for comp builds and things like that. Can't wait to get in there with you guys, hopefully. Now, camber in this game, I realize if you go too much, it starts to feel a little weird, so I only did -1.5 in the front and -0.7 in the rear. That felt decent, but hopefully over time the values won't feel as aggressive when changing them, and you can get to more of a realistic setup here. We got -0.1 in the front and -0.2 in the back for toe out in the front and rear. Usually I would actually go toe in on the rear, but it just feels a little funky in this game. It's kind of opposite to everything else I've played. We got steering angle obviously maxed out here, as it is a drift build. We got front and rear. Front is 0.11 on the suspension ride height, and then the rear is 0.13, and that is because it is obviously softer in the rear, so it's going to be just as low as the front. Stance looking pretty good there. I'm more function over form kind of guy, so sorry if these builds aren't slammed and as stanced out, bruh, as you want them. I tune for function, man. So 0.32 in the front, 0.27 in the rear. Now also, for the tires, I am using the Fallen's Pro Sports, but you can go internal semi-slick if you want even more aggression. It's very grippy, but it does work, and you can also go slide or eco drift if you guys want even less grip. But definitely the Fallen Pro Sport seemed to be my perfect balance as far as what I want to use in a drift car, so I really like this setup, and I would highly recommend the Fallen Pro Sports as your tire of use. Now for the tire pressure, we got max tire pressure in the front, less in the rear. That's so our rear grips up, and our front flows around rather smoothly rather than being all snappy. This build is very smooth, as you guys saw, and I believe the starter build that's coming out tomorrow is even smoother, because I do need a little bit of an aggressive flick on this car, because I did use it for leaderboards. So, and unfortunately this is how it looks when you're going for leaderboard grinding. So yeah, a little cheesy and a little bit of back and forth. Hopefully they adjust that by adding some zones into those drift events to make it a little bit more balanced, man. 62% balance on this brake, and then we got the lowest pressure possible here. And then for the differential, we're just using a welded diff. Don't need adjusted limited slip. We're not racing. And then nitrous, I mean, I just have it on here. I don't even know why I have it on here. I was trying to figure out how to spit flames, but apparently for some reason, I don't know if there's some tuning stuff you need to do, but only my 8.6 and like the starter S13 that I've had only switched like spit flames. I don't know what it is. I think it's tied to missions, and we're getting our accounts reset tomorrow as creators, so I can't wait to actually play through the game again. And I'm also uploading this so you guys have the build, and honestly, so I have it too. I hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough, man. This car is absolutely amazing. Again, we went with everything maxed out except for we went with a twin turbo, okay? So it's not a single turbo, it's the twin turbos, and we also went with just the final adjustable drive. We don't care about the fully adjustable gearbox, at least with this setup. You guys can tinker per track, but I only really do fully adjustable gearboxes when I'm tinkering per track and per setup, and this is just an overall good build. It's good for street drifting, and it's also really good for track and leaderboard stuff. It simply just works. I hope you guys enjoyed today's drift build setup in JDM Japanese Drift Master. If you guys would like to see more drift setups on your favorite cars, let me know which car to do next down below in the comments, as well as you guys can also suggest if you guys would like Toge builds or maybe some Gymkhana all-wheel drive builds or something down below in the comments as well. I'm willing to cook up whatever, and I'm really excited to get into this game a little bit deeper and start actually grinding now as the game is fully released. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.